I don't think any community in the country is prepared to provide an adequate workforce for its employers.
BusinessJournalDaily.com. 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
The following is an excerpt from the Brain Gain Youngstown Leadership Series. The new podcast features conversations with local leaders who are focused on building a culture of entrepreneurship and promoting workforce development.
Do you think we're positioned from a workforce development standpoint? So 1,100 jobs at Ultium Cells. We have, hundreds of jobs coming at Lordstown Motors.
Yeah.
Are we going to do we have a net? We're going to have a net inflow of population, or do you feel like we can fill those roles?
Neither. Well, but I guess both. Neither and both. I don't think any community in the country is prepared to provide an adequate workforce for its employers.
Right.
And for anybody, especially me, to sit here and say we can solve that problem, that's no. But I do think that there's opportunity here through groupthink, through different organizations, and that has to include Youngstown State, Eastern Gateway, Kent Trumbull, has to include our career centers, has to include our ESCs so that we encompass all our K through 12. Mm-hmm. Has to include our private organizations like PIA and so forth. I mean, we all need to figure this out together with the employers helping us, paint the picture. What do you need? Mm-hmm. And then we can do a decent job of filling that. But we're a long way from really solving that one. But everybody is.
Right.
Every community in the country has that challenge right now.
Right. What can we do to speed up? Are there things, challenges you'd like to offer to our audience here, or recommendations you'd like to make?
Yes, I do, and that is being able to put the ego aside, get out of your silo, and let's get together and let's come up through groupthink. How are we going to accomplish the opportunities? How are we going to take advantage of the opportunities? How are we going to overcome the challenges that we have? Because let's not run from the fact that it's not all rosy opportunities. There's
right.
challenges that we face that we have to overcome to get there. None of us are going to do it by ourselves, but together we'll exceed the sum of our parts.
Is the challenge the conversion, say, from electric, the leaving behind combustion-oriented businesses?
That's part of it. Part of the challenge is this community lacks a sort of unified, I'll call it overlay geographically of the two counties that kind of predetermines where do your utilities come from, where's the zoning the way it needs to be. And we're still somewhat at the local government level a little bit parochial about those kinds of things, and so we run into some challenges. We have to put an end to turf wars
right.
over those kinds of things, so that our businesses and any business that we attract, the day that they decide I want to put my factory here, it's already determined. Okay, here's where your water's coming from. Here's where you're sending your waste. We already have the zoning in place to meet your needs, and the process, if we don't, to get to that point very quickly and very cheaply.
Do we have line of sight on solving towards that, or is that still a work in progress?
My challenge to the audience.
Okay.
We all need to help. We all need to pitch in and figure out how do we solve that overcome that and other hurdles.
Sure.
We need to overcome the workforce hurdle. It's not good enough to say, well, everybody has that problem. All right, so they do, but let's be the one that finds the solution.
Mm-hmm.
The interview you just watched is an excerpt from the Brain Gain Youngstown Leadership Series. The new podcast features conversations with local leaders who are focused on building a culture of entrepreneurship and promoting workforce development. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell for notifications. And also make sure to connect with us on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. For all of your business news, visit BusinessJournalDaily.com. For all of your arts and entertainment news, go to AfterHoursYoungstown.com.
BusinessJournalDaily.com. 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
I like a bank that's a pillar in my community.
I like a bank so cutting edge, they have a lab branch.
We are so alike.
Well, we do both bank at Farmers National Bank.
Farmers.
Stand strong.